Three robbers break into the blind veteran's house to steal money, but accidentally learn his terrible secret, and the old man starts a manhunt for them. Three friends, Rocky, Alex, and Money, break into a security system at a wealthy Detroit home for profit. Alex reminds the others not to take cash and that the total amount stolen should not exceed $10,000. After taking everything of value, they leave before breaking the glass door to set off the alarm system. A little later, they are in the car, and Alex learns that Rocky and Money are planning to move to California as soon as they have saved enough money. Rocky calls Alex to come with them, but he replies that he can't because of his father. Arriving home, Alex sneaks into his father's office, who is in the business of installing security systems, and returns the key from the recently burglarized house. Meanwhile, Money sells all the stolen goods and the guy in the van gives a tip on the new house. Money tells his associates that in one of the abandoned neighborhoods of Detroit lives a lonely Iraq War veteran whose daughter was run over to death by a rich woman who paid him a huge sum of money. Alex refuses to be part of this robbery because you can get serious jail time for stealing more than 10 grand, and he leaves. Arriving home, Alex receives a message from Rocky asking for help in the robbery. Rocky really needs that money to move with her sister away from her horrible mother and her new boyfriend. While Rocky is getting her sister dressed for the outing, she gets a text from Alex saying yes. A group of burglars is stalking an old man's house when suddenly a Rottweiler jumps on their car. The veteran calls the dog to him and they realize that the old man is completely blind. The next night, they put the dog to sleep by throwing him a sausage filled with sleeping pills. Money tries to open the front door with the key Alex borrowed from his father, but discovers that there are 4 locks on the door. Rocky notices a window in the backyard and enters the house through it. Using the remote, she disables the alarm system and lets the guys inside. They take off their shoes to keep the noise down and start searching the house. Money goes upstairs to chloroform the old man. He finds him sleeping while one of the home tapes with the veteran's daughter plays on the TV. Suddenly, the old man wakes up and turns off the TV, and Money manages to spray the gas around the room. He returns, and they notice the door to the basement where the money is supposedly hidden. Money tries to break down the door, but he fails and pulls out a gun to shoot the lock. Alex doesn't like the fact that Money brought a gun to the robbery and leaves. Money shoots at the lock, and an old man comes in at the noise. Money lies that he was drunk and accidentally walked into this house, but the old man steps on one of the lock hinges and realizes what's going on. Money threatens the veteran with a gun, saying he knows what's downstairs and won't leave without it. He shoots at the wall to scare the old man, but that doesn't stop him. The veteran takes the gun from Money and shoots him. Rocky hides in the closet since the old man doesn't know she's there. Hearing gunshots, Alex decides to go back to the house, where he almost bumps into the old man. The veteran boards up the broken window and puts extra locks on the door, then goes to the closet to check the secret safe for money in it. Alex goes to the closet where Rocky is hiding, and Rocky tells him that she knows where the money is. Rocky dials the code she's peeked at from the old man and takes about $1 million. Alex suggests going through the basement to get out through the trap door they saw earlier into the backyard. As they approach the door, they come across the old man again, who is trying to stuff Money's body into a bag. Holding their breath, they wait for the old man to leave and go down into the basement. As the old man walks past the door, he smells shoes and discovers that there are at least 2 robbers. He immediately goes to the safe to check the money and notices that it is gone. Meanwhile, Rocky and Alex are exploring the basement looking for a way out when suddenly a bound girl rushes towards them, which is instantly recognized by the old man thanks to an unsophisticated system with a bell. Rocky and Alex are about to leave, but the girl shows a newspaper clipping, and they realize that this is the girl who ran over the old man's daughter. Rocky decides to help her, and together they make their way to a trap door that leads to the backyard. But as soon as they open it, they are greeted by a veteran with 2 shots. The first shot only slightly wounds Alex, but the second one proves fatal to the prisoner. The old man goes down to the basement and realizes that he has just shot his prisoner. Then he damages the lock on the hatch and turns off the electricity in the house. thus leveling the odds. The veteran almost catches the robbers deprived of the ability to see, but still they manage to escape. Coming out of the basement, they encounter a Rottweiler who attacks them. Rocky and Alex run away from the dog to the second floor and barricade the door. The old man takes the gun hidden under the bed and goes in search of the robbers. Trying to find escape routes, Rocky climbs into the ventilation system while Alex tries to hold the door closed. The old man kicks the door open and Alex falls from the second floor onto a ceiling window. Rocky crawls through the vent, trying to find a way out, but the dog, smelling her scent, runs after her. So Rocky, trying to escape, jumps down. Meanwhile, the vet realizes where Alex is and shoots through the window, causing it to fall to the first floor. Alex finds the remote from the alarm system and tries to point it at the control panel to call the cops and thus rescue himself, but his path is blocked by an old man. They get into a fight, during which the old man knocks Alex to the ground and stabs him with a huge pair of garden shears. Meanwhile, Rocky regains consciousness and finds her way outside. She tries to kick the bars with her foot, but at that moment the old man catches her and begins to strangle her, after which the girl faints. Rocky regains consciousness and finds himself in the place of the previously chained girl. Rocky asks to let her go and promises to remain silent. But the old man says that the dead girl was carrying his child. After all, by his logic, if she took his daughter's life, she should have given him a new one. And since his unborn child died, through the fault of Rocky and her friends, she should be punished. At this time, Alex comes to his senses, as the old man stabbed with scissors not him, but Money's breathless body, and armed with a hammer he goes to the basement. Back in the basement, the veteran heats up a white liquid and draws it into a pipette. The old man says that he is not a rapist and is not going to take her by force, but will just inject her with his biological fluid. At that moment, Alex appears and rescues Rocky. The girl frees herself from the handcuffs, after which she kicks the old man and gives him a taste of his own medicine. They handcuff the old man and head for the front door to escape. As Alex opens the door, the old man, who dislocated his finger to free himself, shoots him. The sun is already shining when Rocky manages to escape from the house.
You're worthless out here.
But the old man sends his dog in pursuit. Rocky manages to escape from the dog in the car, but she loses her backpack with money. The girl manages to trick the dog and lock it in the trunk of the car. After getting out of the car, she takes the backpack with the money, but she is caught again by a veteran who came to the dog's barking. The old man drags her by the hair back into the house, where the girl notices the remote to the alarm and activates it. Stunned by the loud sound, the veteran shoots in all directions while the girl hits him. The girl dumps the old man in the basement and runs away with the money before the police arrive. A short while later, Rocky is sitting with his little sister at the airport getting ready to leave for California. She hears the news report that a veteran's house was attacked, but he managed to kill all the attackers. The news announcer reports that the old man survived and no money was missing from the house. The movie ends with a scene where Rocky and her sister head off with their new life in California, away from their horrible mother and a blind, psychotic old man.